an intense Game 7 loss to the LA Dodgers.
I'm always prepared to stand up for the right thing.
As the Prime Minister returns from a 9-day trip to Asia, his attention now turns to securing the votes needed to pass his first budget.
Every year it does throw me off, and I think it's something that, in 2025, I'm not sure if we really need that anymore.
And a look at the push to end daylight saving time as many Canadians across the country turn back the clocks. Thanks for joining us here on CTV News Channel. I'm Renee Rogers. A look at the city of Toronto on this Sunday morning where life goes on. After that heartbreaker for the Toronto Blue Jays last night, it fell just short of their closest chance of winning the World Series for the first time in 32 years. That's after a devastating loss to the LA Dodgers in Game 7 at the Rogers Center last night. The game was all Toronto until the Dodgers mounted a stunning comeback for the back-to-back title win. Toronto led early with 3 runs in the 3rd inning, comfortably sitting in the lead until it slowly evaporated, thanks to the Dodgers' relentless offense. By the 9th inning, both teams were tied with 4 runs each, and the exhaustion showing amongst players and fans alike. The game went into extra innings, only the 6th time in World Series history that a Game 7 has gone past the 9th. Will Smith's solo home run gave the Dodgers the tiebreaker they needed. Right after the play, both players could be seen mouthing off at one another, leading to a confrontation that saw players jump out of the dugout and onto the field. Jays manager John Schneider also making his way to the pitch.
That somebody somewhere thinks there was intention. I don't know that there was intention, but I think on Jimenez's end, that was the third pitch of that at-bat. They were very clearly trying to move him off the plate or pitch inside. Eventually he gets hit in the hand, and it just goes to show you the intensity in this game.
The loss for the Jays wasn't just felt on the pitch. A subdued fan base exited the Rogers Center following the game, although some were just happy to see how far the team actually came and how close they were to World Series glory.
So you're at the bottom of the 9th. Every kid, you, me, everyone. It's the bottom of the 9th. Bases loaded. You're that's your walk-off. That's every kid's fantasy. It just didn't happen for us today. It was a fairy tale victory. It's a massively depressing loss.
It's a tough loss, really tough, but we're proud of our team, and it was an amazing game. So, one team has to win, one team has to lose. We're proud of the Jays. We'll come back next year.
Was the scene during the game as crowds were loud and cheering on the Jays at the Rogers Center. But by the end of the game, fans were left stunned. Well, there was disappointment. There was also hope for next year, with many saying the team ended up winning even more fans than they had when they started this postseason.
You know what? We played better in the end. And we brought a lot of people together. So I'm still proud of us.
You know what? I'm disappointed, but I'm so proud of
Yeah. Exactly. In this world, there are living many people, various breeds of people. There are extremely wealthy people and extremely poor people, and all in the middle, or in between. and children, kids, are undergoing education in schools, some in public schools, some in private schools, like this. Like this, some public, some private schools. This is some high-paid schools, others are very low-class schools. In Africa, people send their children to schools without, sometimes without even benches, without blackboard. Or they have blackboard and some kind of chalk. And they sit on the ground and learn like this. And high standard schools are in, for example, in Canada. Here we have Catholic schools, private schools, Protestant schools. We have Jewish schools. We have many primary schools for children, for kids. And some are very expensive, they are private schools. And the level of education is different in general public schools and in private schools. It's completely different level. And later it transfers into higher education on college and in university. They have better start and better employment prospects, employment prospects like that. And this is very good, because this is the 21st century and technology going up, being developed higher and higher and broader technology in the factories and in industry. And we have electronics, we have those military jets and tanks and rockets and drones like that. And we have this education. But many people, although they go for salary, high salary, money, big money, they forget about the spiritual development, because in the final solution for us in samsara, in this samsaric prison, is our spiritual development. Our mental standing, our physical, financial standings doesn't count much. So it doesn't matter if you are wealthy or poor. If you are poor, you can be high developed spiritually, and you can get higher rebirth after, in higher realms, like that. But you can be wealthy, filthy rich, and you will be reduced to ant or mosquito in the next existence, or worse conditions like pig or cow, like that. So there is no certainty, nothing certain in this higher education and higher employment, like that. Yeah. This final solution for our lives is coming with the dawn of our death. Death day is your best way to improve yourself. If you live your life wisely, in good way, in meditations, study, spiritual scriptures, religious life, like that prayer or meditation or mantras or singing dharanis or just chanting some songs, spiritual songs, writing poetry, literature, shooting pictures, photography with cameras, playing music on instruments, painting, sculpture, architecture. These occupations are helping helping us to develop your cognition and develop your consciousness level to higher levels, like that. And when you are on high level of consciousness, you can practice meditation and successfully take lessons from some enlightened Zen master or enlightened monk, or just not only Buddhist monk, but also can be Benedictine monk from Christianity, or some Sufi master, Sufi mystic from Islam, or Hindu Swamiji can help you to get understanding of some kind of reality, and you can continue in next life as human. That is the worth of human life. That we are human, but we cannot be human forever. At certain time we die, and our level of our consciousness, our spiritual development is deciding about our next existence. It can be human, like that. It can be higher realms, some paradises of gods, devas, suras in Sanskrit. And but also it can be lower realms. You can go high, or you can go low. You can go animal realm, predator realm, and you, if you did bad stuff to people and to animals, you may end up in Naraka realms, in hell realms, like that. And your higher education means nothing then. What you do in your life, that is what counts in the final solution for you, like that. You can commit yourself to helping other people and animals during your life. That is the best way if you have difficulties with meditation and with spiritual development. You can be a helper of others. You can commit yourself to change for suffering of the world, because this world is suffering a lot, and it is like Jesus Christ suffering on the cross. It is the situation of the world. We don't see it on television, because on television is everything clean. Clean cut, haircut. Clean cut, haircut. Sleek. Neat. But in other countries, life, I know a few people from other countries, from Nepal, from Bhutan, from Philippines. I know these people are poor people, living in poverty. And despite of poverty, they are good people. Good spiritually and psychologically developed human beings. Decent human beings. Positive people. Good-hearted people. Well-rounded people. Despite of difficulties they experience with their poverty life. Like that. You can, for example, feed hungry dogs, hungry cats. You can do it. You can feed squirrels, buy almonds or nuts on Amazon or somewhere else in the store, and you can feed squirrels. You can feed birds. You can buy grain and feed them at least once a week to finish their hunger, like that. And this will help you. You will get also help from your actions when your time will come, when your hour will strike. And then only this good which you did in the world will be helpful for you. Good and your cognition, your spiritual life. Other things are worthless. They're worthless and they cannot bring anything good for you. Temporarily, in this life, you can live on hugs, eat on hugs, and live in wealth. But it is all which you can get. But later you lose everything. When you go behind bars like that, like a beer bar in Vietnam, like a dog to live on the street, as homeless dog, as cat, like that. You can be king of the world, but when you pass away, you become a dog. Not interesting perspective, eh? But this is possible, like that. So I'd like to encourage you to be a good person and helpful person for others. You can help other people, orphans, like injured people, like those people in Gaza. Right now they are in need of help, helping hands. But it is difficult because situation is blocked by Israeli forces, Israeli government. So it is hard to help those people right now. But we can help them through prayer, through doing good deeds and dedicating merit, practicing spiritual practice, meditation, dedicating merit to those people, to Palestinians, and they will benefit. Someday it will bring a fruit. Nothing is in vain in this world, and nothing is forever. Like that. Ooh. Ooh.
They gave it all they got. I'm so proud of them, to be honest.
School played a great game. They did a perfect job today, and it was all their good work.
In other news we're following now, Mark Carney Carney has landed back in Canada after his first trip to Asia as Prime Minister. It's a busy week for Carney, as all eyes will now be on Ottawa, with the federal government set to release its long-anticipated budget on Tuesday.
I'm always prepared to stand up for the right thing.
The Prime Minister is signaling he's prepared to fight back against an election over the federal budget. The Liberals are 3 seats shy of a majority government and will need votes from another party to pass it. This is Carney's first budget as Prime Minister and will be the first test of his government as a confidence vote. As the minority Liberal government prepares to deliver its budget on Tuesday, one of the Canadian industries hit hard by U.S. tariffs is sharing what it wants to see. CTV's Sarah Plowman has more from those in the forestry sector.
Trees cannot shelter woodlot owners from uncertainty as U.S. tariffs and duties pile up.
I think everyone's feeling a lot of apprehension.
Harvesting timber has been tough